got finished doing a couple hours of studying. I do a lot of reading on the weekends. I'm about to go spend some time with the family. Try to keep the schedule. Try to keep the schedule going. Usually like on the weekends. But I just got these. They sent me a case of these. That company. And at first they weren't really like it was an acquired taste, I guess. But I saw I had them in the fridge, and I was like, I'm gonna drink one, right? And they're actually pretty good. So I'm gonna go. We're about to go. I just left the office, and I'm about to go pick up my daughter. She just got out of work too, and then we're gonna head to the house. Probably go get something to eat, family, and then man, I've been wanting to spend some time at the pool because usually whenever we get to the pool, I start cooking. We have an outside grill. I start cooking, and then by the time we get done cooking and everybody gets done eating, the sun already goes down, and then the pool is kind of cold. So I was like, you know what? Let's kind of go to the pool earlier today so we can enjoy some of the heat. So that's what we're gonna do. But I want y'all to come along, check it out, see what the day's like. Go look at this property real quick. You wanna go to Chili's? You hungry? You don't gonna go with this? That looks nice. We have going on over here. Doors open. Camera up. Start taking the carpet out. Let's see if they got the carpet out They're gonna come place this carpet probably this afternoon or tomorrow. We actually, so good thing about this property is we actually bought this property with no money down. We actually got money back at the closing, and so the way we were able to do that is we got with the seller, and he actually gave us in the contract we put money in there for repairs, right? So whenever we went to closing, we actually had a credit. We actually had a credit back, so we used that credit for the down payment. So we actually got into this property with $0 at all. Pretty cool deal how we structured that. If you want to know more about that, let me know. Send me a message. I can let you know more details on how we did that. So there's assets and liability, right? And when you understand this, you'll start to see you'll make decisions differently, right? Moving forward. So like you're saving your money, right, to buy a car, right? And so so first of all, an asset is something that goes up in value, like every year or every month or whatever, right? So a good example of an asset would be like investments are assets, right? So like that's like real estate, maybe like a business, maybe like an index fund, maybe some kind of like stocks or something that's gonna go up in value, like gold, silver. There's other liabilities. I mean assets, that you can get into, but those are kind of like the main ones, right? And so a liability is going to be something that goes down in value every year, every day, right? And so one of the worst, things to invest in are automobiles, right? Because they don't, like, for example, if you buy a brand, like let's say you go to the dealership, right, and you buy a car that's $50,000, like on the lot, right? As soon as you drive it off the lot, it goes down in value. Like that car is probably not worth 50,000. It's probably maybe worth 35. You understand? This is by you driving it off the lot because it doesn't really go up in value, right? That's why like cars are so cheap, older cars, because if they were assets, then they'll be going up. You know what I'm saying? You'll be paying more for them, right? So like what you've done is pretty impressive. How you were able to save your money. You've built up a lot of money, right? So you could say, okay, you know what? Let me just use all my money and just buy a car, right? And you'll have a nice car, but then you won't have no cash. Okay? And the ultimate goal is to get a nice car, right? But let's just say if you have $10,000, right? And you say, you know what? I'm gonna buy a $4,000 car instead of using all my money, right? You get your remaining money and you can put it in an asset. You know what I'm saying? Because if you were, like right now, if you were to say, okay, you know what? Let me see what I can put my money into. Like, let me see how I can invest my money. Just imagine how much money you'll have when you turn 20. You have a lot of money, right? Like you'll be richer than a lot of your friends. And you'll have a lot more opportunities. So assets are going to be things that go up in value. Liabilities are going to be things that actually go down in value. And if you can make your decision like purchasing on focusing on like assets, it's gonna help you. As you get older. Hey guys, I just want to share with you really quick, that if you have kids, our kids are ranging from 5 to 13 to 15 to 18, 16, 25. So what I've noticed over the years is that every moment I get, every time I can spend time with them, no matter if it's driving in the car, hanging out at the pool, at a restaurant, I always just try to like see what they're going through and just try to plant some seeds of encouragement, plant plant some seeds of knowledge, just introduce them to different ways of thinking, you know, because as our kids get older, our window of, I'm gonna just say, influence gets smaller. And so, you know, a lot of times we have these days where we're stressed out, we're tired, and a lot of times we take it out on our kids, and we forget that, you know, the time that we spend with our kids, whether it's an hour, whether it's 30 minutes, maybe it's a drive to pick them up from work or drop them off at home, that's our window of opportunity to change their lives. And moving forward, like, don't miss those opportunities, because it just takes one single conversation, it takes one word, it takes one, you know, small thing that can change their direction and change their way of thinking. So if you have an opportunity, if you have time to spend with your kids, whether it's taking them to school, whether it's picking them up from work, whether it's talking to them on the phone, whether it's sending them a text, like, use that time. That time is so valuable, because that's our window of opportunity. So just protect it.